You hear that? That's the sound of a wood chipper right outside. So today I am gonna be building a knife for a YouTube friend of mine, and he goes by the name of Restless Outdoors. Probably copyright strike my video for saying that.
Restless Outdoors.
Because at least probably once a month or so, I get an email from the Restless One saying, "Hey man, can you build me a knife, please?" Apparently that's how he talks. I'm one of those people who really appreciates abstract art, and I'd really like one of your knives. So, I'm gonna have to build him a knife. I'm gonna unwrap this piece of 01 tool steel nice and slow.
Restless Outdoors.
That way the Restless One doesn't miss anything. I ought to just put this in an envelope and mail it to him. There you go, Restless One. There's your name engraved into the handle. I'll be right back. I need an envelope. Oh, and I didn't misspell your name either. I spelled it correctly, but I use capitals in some places and lower cases in others. I'm trying to be very careful to stay within the lines, because I know how much the Restless One likes his lines.
And based on this last tip,
I'm spending more time cutting out this template than I will actually making the knife. You know what, let's just cross this out. I apologize for all the background noise. If this was anybody else's knife that I was building, or anybody else's video that I'd be making, I would just wait till the next day when all the background noise was gone. This is kind of creepy, but I figured it would fit this video perfectly. My bandsaw is dirty. I would normally vacuum this off and clean it up for anybody else's knife. Now it's time to do some grinding. Kind of like what I do with my teeth when I watch a Restless Outdoors video. That's the face I make. I'm gonna use a used 40 grit belt. Don't want to waste a new one. You know, looking at these grinds reminds me of the Restless One's videos. Off-center and unfinished. Now all I need to do is precisely mark out the pin locations. Tastes great. Might as well do both sides. Don't inhale. Again, if it was anybody else's video, I would put off the filming till tomorrow, or a day when there was no noise. But since it's the Restless One's video, the noise doesn't bother me that much, because nobody's gonna watch this anyway. Okay, that's long enough. Too hot. You always want to wait till there's no transfer. And now I'm very imprecisely marking out the pinhole locations. And I'm gonna do that with my set of broken calipers. I'm gonna leave the good ones for a better knife build. Keep them safe. And unlike the Restless One, I don't need a calculator to do basic math. Half of 110 is 55. I'm not even gonna measure the lanyard tube location. I'm just gonna guess. I actually missed the mark on that last one. Hopefully this shot's out of focus. That way the Restless One feels right at home.
let me show you guys this real quick. Is that not delicious? You have your...
Now there's a bunch of holes in it, much like the Restless One storylines.
No!
Now we're using a countersink bit to make the holes slightly smoother.
You know, keeping your body clean at home.
That was nothing. I seem to have misplaced my knife, so I'll have to improvise. I figured the Restless One would appreciate this. This little bit of sandpaper won't last long, much like the Restless One's YouTube career. If any of you do happen to come over from the Restless One's channel, I'm sure watching hours of hand sanding is going to be an upgrade. I usually put some blue tape down. Not because it protects the blade, just because I like it. This oven seems to take forever to get up the temperature. It just seems to go on and on and on. So now it's going to be a good time to bring up some Restless Outdoor videos. I had to stop. He's trying to get me to play this in one of my videos so that I get demonetized. That was his plan all along. If you don't have blurry background, you're nobody. You're nothing. Because everybody loves blurry background. F1.4. 16mm. Get it.
Is that not delicious?
That's a 1200 degree blade. So in order to save you from the background chainsaw noise, here's some cool music. Something you won't find in the Restless One's videos. This says do not trash. I have to preheat the oil here, and I'm going to do so on this ultralight canister stove. The Restless One sent it to me and said that it was the lightest thing ever made. You always want to monitor your oil temperature, much like you monitor your YouTube analytics, specifically watch time, to see when viewers are leaving your videos. Helpful tip there. T-minus 3 minutes to quench. A couple days later, I got the knife tempered up. I'm also wearing a black shirt today, in case the Restless One that way if the Restless One decides to make a retaliation video, it'll hopefully confuse him, because I know how much he likes to go by his costumes. Which shirt do you buy? Gray one or black one? The real tricky part's gonna be the hat. Now we have a mostly flat, straight blade. I'm going to go ahead and call this perfect. You know, the Restless One, he might throw himself into a frozen lake. But one thing you definitely won't do is work for 2 hours out of a bucket of frozen water with no gloves. Now, for those of you who think I'm being a little bit harsh, understand that this is the same Restless Outdoors who makes fun of other poor, helpless YouTubers who just want to make poop trial videos. Restless Outdoors in this blurry background. I got a blurry background too. Not the only one with a blurry background. I don't have a fancy lens for that blurry background either. It's pure technique. I have no idea what it looks like because Restless Outdoors talked me into getting a Sony. These things are truly a pain to work with. That's why I'm using it on the Restless Outdoors knife. Everything seems to fit. Now I'm sure most of you at this point are thinking that these are all inside jokes, but they're not. They're outside jokes. And because this is the Restless Outdoors knife, I just forgot to hit record. Actually, this is the most entertaining part of what you're going to see on this YouTube channel. There's your knife, Restless One. I'll put it in the mail. I'm wearing a gray shirt today. Alright guys, so in all seriousness, here's the finished knife. It's got some oil all over the blade. That's kind of why the finish is funky. But anyway, 01 tool steel, canvas, micarta, scales, 3 loveless bolts, G-Flex epoxy, carbon fiber tube, 320 grit finish on everything. So it's got a nice grippy handle, and the blade finish should be fairly easy to take care of. And it should last a lifetime if well taken care of. This thing should be rock solid forever. At least that's the plan anyway. It's not exactly what he wanted. It's kind of my interpretation of what kind of a more classic style bushcraft knife looks like, even though it is canvas and not wood and all that good stuff. I decided to not use liners on this for a couple of reasons. I'm not going to explain that in this video. Might end up doing a whole separate video on liners, but for now, the knife is done. I think all I got to do now is make a sheath for it, and he also wants his logo in here, so I'm going to try and print out his logo and etch that into the blade. But once that's done, this will be put in the mail and sent out to him, and I'm excited to see this in one of his videos. I'm kind of nervous about the video he's going to put out in response to this one, because he has a reputation of going all out in his videos. So definitely recommend going and checking out his YouTube channel. Super entertaining. I click on his uploads the second they go live. So you know, definitely don't miss out on going over and subscribing to his channel. Definitely nothing taken too seriously over there. Super entertaining though. He's a great storyteller, good with the camera, and I'm kind of jealous of his camera skills and all that good stuff. But yeah, go check out his channel. Again, I'll leave a link to it in the description, and I'm sure he's going to comment whatever he comments. I'll pin it, so he shouldn't have any problems finding his channel. But anyway, again, I'm excited to see this in one of his videos. Although he could completely psych me out and just not make a video at all in response to this. I'll send it to him and then I won't ever hear from him again. But anyway, there's the finished knife, and hope you guys have a good day, and we'll see you on the next one. And there's his logo, guys. Permanently etched into the blade. Oh no.